Hello everyone, and I am back with another characters as Sims. Yes, I am calling it that now instead of create a Sim. And today we have another characters from Netflix Bridgerton, the first couple from the series, Daphne Bridgerton and the Duke of Hastings, Simon Basset. So we've done Colin and Penelope, and if you haven't seen that video and you wish to check it out, feel free to click the I button above. But yeah, surprisingly, Daphne and Simon as Sims, they're pretty easy to make, like face wise. But for their hair, oh boy, we'll get to that later. But yeah, for their faces, it was pretty easy for Daphne. The generated starting sim actually has a mole, which Phoebe, the actress who played Daphne, has, and I didn't notice it at first on her photos. But when you look closely, you can see it. So I was like, oh my god, that's great. I have most custom content downloaded. But then when I looked at the starting sim, she already has one on the exact location as Phoebe's, like on the just above her lip on the left side. So that was easy. Then I played around with her eyes and nose, and it didn't take long for me to see the similarities. Now, with her makeup, it was really light because they don't really have that much makeup on the show. And yeah, now let's talk about her hair. Let's not lie here, Daphne's bangs, they are horrible. And it was also hard to copy on The Sims. Now, part of that is my fault because I think there are Max's Match hair that is similar to Daphne's, but the thing is, I prefer alpha hair. I mean, come on, if we are making a sim based on a character and a live one at that, alpha hair is the way to go, no? And yeah, so I tried really hard to find an alpha hair that is similar to Daphne's, but it's either the hair doesn't have the bangs or the hair color is limited and way, way different than Daphne's. However, I managed to find an up to one that is perfect, and then I found an accessory bands. I think it's from Simply Yati, I think, but I will link it on the description box below. It's a perfect Daphne bangs. The only issue is I wasn't able to find a hairstyle that is similar to Daphne's from the same creator that matched the bangs that I downloaded. But I did find an Eloise hairstyle, so watch out for that. And yeah, thankfully I have a lot of alpha custom content here, so I tried to look for a similar one from other creators. It took a while, but we got there, folks. But yeah, I managed to find a similar one. But if you look close enough, you will notice the hair texture and the color is a little off, so don't do that, okay? But yeah, her bangs is a wee bit longer, I think, but it's really similar. But you know what? I think she looks more like Daphne without the bangs. And in season 2, they build her bangs. I think, but yeah, I want to stick with season 1 Daphne, so we have to put up with the bangs. Her dresses are very easy because, like I said, it in the pollen video, I have a lot of Regency dresses, but I just used the same dress in some of the outfits for Daphne. I just changed the color because she wore blues, light pinks, purple, so I think that's okay. And if you guys want to add her to your game, because I shared them in the gallery, finding the custom content dress will be easier for you a lot. For Simon, creating the sim is easy as well after playing around with the nose, eyes, lips, but just like Daphne, finding a hair similar to his was very difficult. So he has, of course, curly hair, and I looked for my custom content hair for male sims, but I realized there wasn't that much, so I saved it and went back to look for more custom content hair. I managed to download some that I think is pretty similar to him. None of them are working for me. Fortunately, though, I think base game hair for male sims is better than female sims, especially the curly ones, so I did use base game hair. The only problem is he has facial hair, and base game facial hair, they're horrible. So I know from the very beginning that I'm going to use alpha facial hair. So there is a wee bit of a gap between his hair and his facial hair, but if there's not much I can do about it if I want a better facial hair and a similar hair. So we have to stick with it. When I was creating Sims Colin and Penelope, I said I haven't finished season 3 yet. So update, I watched it all in one day. And honestly, I like it. And yeah, there's a but coming because you see, I just think that season 2 is better. I know that in one season, they're introducing like characters, love interests, stories, and they will build a relationship from there. So I'm not going to spoil anything, but for example, with Colin and Penelope's relationship, they are building it in season 1, so I know there's already a foundation there. But season 1 is Simon and Daphne's story, just like season 2 is Kate and Anthony's story. And they have like little side plots, storylines, but their main focus is Simon and Daphne, and then Kate and Anthony. And watching it, you see, and it's obvious that it is their story. But with season 3, it's so different. So we know that it's Pauline season, but we have a lot of characters, like new characters, storylines, and side plots. It's just like all over the place. And Penelope and Colin's actual love story, it just feels a little rushed. And like I said, they've been building up the relationship since season 1, and we know they've known each other since they're kids. So that is the story foundation there. But hey, I think that is quite on brand with Bridgerton's love story. But yeah, I just think that season 2 is way better. Season 1 is meh for me. Don't get me wrong, I love it and I would watch it again just because the whole plot for me is the Duke of Hastings. But yeah, season 3 is still good. Story wise, I just think there's something missing or lacking, or I don't know. You, what do you guys think of those who have watched it? Let me know. For those who haven't, don't worry. You have a long time, gang, to catch up because season 4 is going to be a while. But yeah, going back to our Sims, like I said, I have shared them in the gallery. My EA ID is Veronica Hills. If you want to download them, all custom content links are in the description box below if you want them to really look like Daphne and Simon. And if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to and ring the bell so you'll never miss one. Thank you for watching. Bye!